is KaetheDoll. I'm back with another video, and this one is going to be for all my entrepreneurs out there who are thinking about or wanting to start businesses where you are specifically selling accessories. So, this is going to be like brushes, combs, random things like cups or fans, you know what I mean? So, this is going to be a video on that. I'm making the distinction between accessories and other stuff because depending on what you are selling, the questions that you ask different vendors are going to vary. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, the first thing that we need to address is where to find the products, where to find vendors, how to find vendors, X, Y, and Z. So this is a pretty funny question because you can almost find vendors anywhere on the internet. Literally, if you do a simple Google search with the product that you're looking for in wholesale, you can even throw vendors in there, really, but it's all going to bring up the same amount of results. If you do that, it will literally come up for you. Most people who run successful businesses, mostly based out of the US, are sourcing their products from China just because it's a cheaper alternative. But if you prefer, you can find vendors that are based in the US or based in wherever you prefer. Literally, if it exists, you can find it with a simple Google search. An alternative to that is using a social media outlet such as Instagram or TikTok. Now, most of the time, if you are going the Chinese based product way, you are going to have to download an app called WhatsApp. It's going to allow you to communicate with them. Now, when it comes to trying to work with companies based out of China, you have to take into consideration that there is a time difference. So, most of the time, if you've ever communicated on WhatsApp with a company or a representative of a company based out of China, you probably was staying up all night because it's literally like if it's if it's 3 p.m., it's literally 3 a.m. So they're not going to be up when you're up and things like that. So you're going to have to wait till about like 9 p.m. and your communication is going to span through the night because of the time difference. So that's just something to think about. But finding vendors is super freaking easy with a simple search. So you found the vendor, you have the WhatsApp number, and you know that this company provides the product that you're looking for. But what do you say? Like, what do you even ask? Where do you start? So the very first question that you're going to ask is about the MOQ. MOQ is minimum order quantity. It's the least amount of products that you can order from said business. For example, if I have a t-shirt company and people are ordering from me and I say, well, you have to get at least 10 t-shirts for me to fulfill your order. 10 t-shirts is my MOQ. Literally, that's it. That's all it is. So you're going to ask them that to ensure that they are not asking for you to buy like a crazy amount up front. Okay. When they give you the MOQ, if they normally they will tell you how much per unit it's going to be, but if they do not, then there you go. You have your second question. If the MOQ is 50, how much per product is it going to be? Then that way you can know if it's going to fit into your budget or not. One thing that I have definitely learned is some of these companies it's going to be like, oh, the price is the price. But other companies, you can tell them your budget, and literally they will either work with you or they will suggest an alternative route. And if that's the case, and then it changes too much on what you envision for your business, you can just go ahead and find another vendor. It's perfectly okay. Okay. So, yeah, the MOQ is definitely the very first question. And then, if they do not give you the price, that's your second question. That's your follow up question. How much per unit? So, next, we're going to talk about colors and customization. So, with colors, that's just what it sounds like. You're just asking if you are looking for the specific product in pink or blue, you just ask, hey, do you have these in pink? Can I get them in blue? That type of thing. But when we come down to customization, that's when we want to get logos printed or anything other than the way that it normally comes, right? So wholesale is going to come plain Jane, just the product by itself, however it comes. When you want your logo on it, that is then a custom order. They have to do something else to the product before they send it out. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you can just ask them, hey, can I get my logo printed on this? Do you print logos on the products? One of the easiest ways to find vendors that do this off rip, where you can skip this step because you already know that they support customization, is to just put in your Google search, the initial Google search or the initial search on AliExpress or on Instagram. You can put custom whatever product that you're looking for. So you put custom hairbrushes, like in my example from before. You can put custom logo hairbrushes, just wholesale. That type of thing will only bring you companies that support customization and also print logos for you. So you can make your life a whole lot easier, okay? And you can cut out a whole lot of double working if you just go ahead and get straight to the point, be specific from the beginning. Okay? Okay, so now that they've told you that they do, in fact, support customization and they will print logos on the products for you, this is your opportunity to ask for a mock up. Now, for this, you should already have a PNG of your logo. If you have one, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. But if you do not, you might want to get one because you're going to need it. But also, some companies will work with you and they will make your logo a PNG. They will remove the background from whatever you send over to them. But you're going to provide your logo, a photo of your logo, and they are going to send you back a digitized photo of what the product would potentially look like with your logo on it. So, like my example from before, the hairbrushes. I'm going to send my logo over to this vendor and they are going to send me back a mock-up of a hairbrush in the color that I want, and it's going to have where my logo is going to be on the back. You want to see this because you don't want them to blind print, okay? Because if you are going to spend your money, you want it to be however you want it to be, okay? Sometimes you have to ask, hey, can I get that a little bit bigger? Is it possible for me to get it as big as possible on the back? Is it possible for us to move the logo entirely and get it printed in a whole different area on the product? Literally, you can ask, they will work with you. And if they do it, then they won't have a problem. But if you're asking for something that they don't do, I'm pretty sure they're going to let you know anyway. But yeah, so that is very important. You never want to be blind buying anything. You need to know what it's going to look like before you purchase. So, last but not least, you definitely want to ask for videos of the product. It is very hard to tell the quality of something when you're just looking at a photo. Not to mention, photos can be easily manipulated, the saturation can be turned up, all types of things. The vibrance can be turned up. You thinking it's gonna be this sickening, just vibrant, crazy color, and then you get the product and it's given uninspired. It's looking like dull as hell. You know, nothing like the photo. It's hard to do that when you're looking at videos, okay? So that's just something to help you determine if that vendor is going to offer the quality that you're looking for. So yeah, I hope that this helped you. Literally, this is like 101. You probably don't need to watch any other video. Just go straight ahead and ask these questions because everybody is probably going to say the same thing. These questions are straight to the point. They're the ones that matter, and they're the ones that's going to give you the best opportunity to get the product that you want exactly how you want it. So I hope that this helped you, and then thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.